Hi guys! Today we're diving into a lens that's both exciting and versatile, the Laowa 100mm F2.8 Tilt-Shift Macro lens for full-frame cameras. If I'm not mistaken, it's been 5 years since Laowa's last ultra macro lens hit the market. This time they've taken things up a notch. It's not just a macro lens, but a tilt-shift macro lens. I'd like to thank Laowa for lending this to me for this review, but as always, this will be an honest and independent look at the lens. If you're new to tilt-shift macro lenses, it can sound a little bit technical, but I will break it down as simple as I can. Let's start with the most familiar function, macro. This lens is perfect if you are into shooting insect, jewelry, miniatures, or even food photography. With a minimum focus distance of 14 centimeters, this lens gives you 1:1 magnification, meaning your subject appears life-size in your images. For macro shots, lighting is crucial. I would recommend adding an extra light source to your setup, as macro photography often requires smaller apertures like f5.6, f8, or even smaller than f11 for sharper images. Large apertures don't work well for macro clarity. And don't forget a tripod. This helps you use a slower shutter speed to let in more light while keeping everything steady. Some of these were shot handheld, and I think it takes some practice and chance to avoid shaking, but it's not impossible. Now let's talk about the tilt function. This is where things get interesting. The lens features 3 locks, one for tilt, one for shift, and one for rotation. Unlock the tilt, and you can tilt up or down by 10 degrees. Now you can also unlock the rotation, and you can tilt side to side. Tilting changes the focal plane, so you can achieve extremely shallow depths of field. Let me show you an example. When the lens isn't tilted, everything at the same distance from the camera is sharp. But when you tilt, the area of focus changes. Tilting side to side creates a vertical focus plane, while tilting up or down creates a horizontal one. This function is ideal when you want only a specific part of your subject to be sharp. A lot of people like to use this function to create miniature effect. The shallow depth of field looks surreal and give it a toy-like feeling. The shift function is primarily used for correcting perspective distortions, such as in architectural photography. However, on a 100mm lens, the difference is minimal. That said, the shift feature is still handy for creating panorama images. With a bit of photo stitching, you can stitch together stunning wide-angle shots. Now let's talk about image quality. When you use a regular 100mm lens without the macro function, this lens delivers exceptionally smooth and pleasant bokeh, even when stepped down to a smaller aperture. The center sharpness is superb, and the out-of-focus area remains flattering. You can also see nice contrast, and there is hardly any chromatic aberration even at the widest aperture. For macro shots, the bokeh becomes even more dreamy. But keep in mind that at such close distance, you will need extra light or a higher ISO number to avoid underexposure. The build quality of this lens is undoubtedly robust. You'll find an aperture ring with a satisfying gentle click, and a focus ring that operates smoothly with just the right amount of resistance, which is ideal for precise manual focusing. It also comes with this. This is what looks like a lens hood, but I don't think you can take it down. And there's also a built-in tripod mount, which is a thoughtful addition given the weight of the lens. At approximately 1.3 kilograms, it's at the heavier side, making the tripod mount essential for stability. Overall, I'm genuinely impressed by this lens. The sharpness, versatility, and creative possibilities with the tilt and shift functions are fantastic. It's a lens that makes you want to experiment and push your boundaries as a photographer. However, the weight is a bit of a drawback for me. At 1.3 kilograms, it's probably not a lens I'd like to carry around. And remember, you will also need a very solid tripod to hold it. But if you're willing to put up with the weight, the results are absolutely worth it. If you're curious about this lens, or if you have any questions about the tilt and shift, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.